From Western New York, this is Self-Advocacy in Action. With today's special guests, from Pens for People, David Huck and Matt Alice. Now, here are the dynamic dual superstars, Essence Jackson and Mike Rogers.
Dale, I'm Essence Jackson.
And I'm Mike Rogers.
Welcome to Self-Advocacy in Action. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Sure. It was about almost 5 years ago. In fact, it'll be end of this year, 5 years I've been with People Inc. And at that time, after 37 years working for newspaper, the job wasn't there. So I was in a situation I had to look and see what I wanted to do. And it was too early to retire. And I decided to go into this. I'd always thought about it, into that I wanted to really go in where I could make a difference in people's lives and help them and improve it. Mm-hmm. And so that's where I applied at People Inc. And then as time went on, I come up with a couple of ideas. I hadn't done woodworking in years, and I wanted to get back into it. I always loved it from high school. This is over 40 years ago. Awesome. And that's kind of how I always had a love for. I got a little taste of the wood lathe, and I never forgot it. So I went to a store on Transit Road between Maple and Sheridan called Rockler's Woodworking Store, and I picked up on sale a wood lathe. It's right here. This is on a workbench that we also made ourselves, and I picked this up on sale, and it got some tools, and then I took a few lessons to brush up at Rockler's store, which they have, and got back in action. And next thing you know, the senior manager we have at our Dayhab at Hamburg Dayhab gave me the green light all the way to make a workbench, make a wood shop, and that's what we did. And then one of our directors pulled up one day, and Kelly Bushin, and saw us making this workbench. I had all these tools out that I had picked up, and says, "What's up? What are you up to?" And I says, "Well, I want to make pens and more." And that's how it really got started. That it developed into a business now that we actually have.
Very cool.
Where it's actual business called Pens for People.
Yeah, that is awesome. Now, Matt, how did you get involved in this, and what does this mean to you? What do you deal with this?
Well, People Inc.'s actually my first job. I never worked anywhere else. I never worked at any stores, and I never worked at any fast food restaurants.
Oh.
But I actually started making pens when I was in high school. I learned in high school.
Oh, so you had some experience before this, huh?
Yeah, I had some experience before this.
Really, that is really great, because these things look really professional. I mean, and you guys are really talented.
Yeah, you are.
Now, how do you the idea of making a business, involving people with disabilities, because the system wants to go from people working in a segregated setting to working more in the community.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Well, that's actually what we're going to be doing very shortly. I'm glad you asked, because in the very near future, Rockler's store, again, is on Transit Road. It's in the plaza where Walmart is there, between Maple and Sheridan. They've been very helpful to us. I can't tell you how much. Everything from the manager Josh all the way with all the workers there, and what they've given approval of, no problem whatsoever, by the way, and also their corporate office that they have given approval that we can start working there. I would say it's going to probably happen roughly within about the next month, where on Fridays we're going to start, where we're actually going to be working. We have a classroom there, and our work is going to be done there. And as we get more business, and we're building and growing now, we'll just keep on adding days on, so hopefully we'll be Monday through Friday.
Really?
No.
Really?
So we will now be finally, we're in the community.
So you actually have, a physical place other than the Dayhab where people can get it. You'll actually be a part of the community, working with an actual business to be successful, huh?
Yes.
Now
And we'll be making our products actually right there. We'll be making our products there. But we really couldn't have done it with a number of people. Number one, the Rockler stores helped us an awful lot. And on anything, they've always said, anything you need to help us do what you're doing, we're all for it 100%.
Cool.
And also their corporate officers as well have, you know, they just can't, they love what we're doing, and they'll do anything we can to really do exactly our goal is to be in the community doing what we're doing. And it just wasn't them. It's one person doesn't do it. It takes a lot of people. It takes everything from the staff at the day hab. So while I was doing this, they were covering for workout, you know, always to do. And so we have a wonderful staff. I mean, they're phenomenal. And then all the way to the top, to tell you the truth, our support is going all the way to the top, to from our managers, senior managers, directors, all the way to the top CEO, Rhonda Fredericks, that has really helped us to all that help and support to get to where we are now.
Now, Matt, what does this mean to you? Like, how has this made your life better? Like, what do you think about it?
I think that since I got a job, I'm like not as aggressive or out of control like I used to be. Like when I was a kid or a young teenager, I used to be like really out of control when I got angry, and I used to do some things I shouldn't have and get in trouble. But since I got a job, it seems like I've calmed down a lot, and I'm not really so aggressive or going after people anymore.
That's not good.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you stopped that.
Yeah, and you found an outlet for that, a positive outlet. That's really, really great.
I'll tell you one thing, Matt here, and I've been in the workforce a long time. He's one of the greatest guys I've ever actually worked with. Okay, I can't. Woodworking, unbelievable. I even told him, I says, Matt, I can't do any better than you do on a bandsaw, and I can't. He's that good. He's that good.
Wow.
He's very focused, and when he works, he gets a lot of work done. He really, I see, can really enjoys, you know, doing what he's doing.
Now I know you have your work at people in disability of history museum. Now will we buy these
Products?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where could we get the products?
the products. We do a lot of craft shows, and we seem to be growing. How I know we're growing, I'm getting more emails from people who organize craft shows. We have done them. We do several of them at several of our corporate offices, but we've grown from there. We also have products that we have sold in Alden at a craft show recently. There's also the Grape Festival we do every year now for 2 days down in Silver Creek. And we're actually right in the square there. We have a day hab there. We actually make them right outside. When we go to a craft show, we don't always get to do it, but we really like to, what we're going to show you later, we really like to be able to show people how we make it. We like to make the product right in front of you.
Also, you're gonna do it like on location, you know, crafting there, huh?
That's what we usually do. And this summer, there'll probably be a couple of times that in Alden they have like a farmer's market, but there are several Saturdays out of the month that they actually invite crafts and show crafts also, and we can actually plug in and we'll be able to show everybody. We make our product right then and there.
Now, as you get bigger, are you gonna hire more people, or what do you think you're gonna?
Yes.
What do you think you're gonna do?
I know we are already. Matt is not the only employee. There's 2 employees already, and we have another apprentice that is learning. And I hear we might have another apprentice on his way. So no, we're growing. We're growing.
That is
See,
great.
we're also now looking at there's some clubs that are interested in our products. The pens come where they're really are a great use that a lot of people have used them for is in service awards for a lot of clubs and people who have given a lot of years of service. We actually make probably an average around 40 to 50 service award pens for People Inc. every year. The people who have multiple years, 15 to 25 years, they get from the president of the company and CEO a pen that we make.
That is so great. I was looking at the Disability
Yeah.
History Museum for a friend of mine because I haven't been able to find a really good wood or pen set. So I'm thinking of actually getting them for
Yeah.
him. So that's pretty awesome.
Yes, some of our products. We don't have everything there, but we do have some wine stoppers, as you know, and we
Yes.
do have some of the pens that are there. Yes, but we have quite a variety, and we are growing in variety as well as the style pens you'll see there. Some of the pens we have, we're not just gold and chrome silver anymore. We have a pearl color and a copper color, looks like rose gold, and we have like a gunmetal that we
Really?
use. And you'll see some Sportsman's pens we use. We make the ice cream scoopers go real
Nice.
well. Now the new pizza cutters we just started making.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
And the wine stoppers go real well.
Yeah.
That's why we need to make more. That's good. We're good for business.
Yeah.
We're
Now,
selling a lot.
would you ever think about doing like custom engraving?
We have someone that actually does it for us.
Awesome.
And the gentleman has been very good for us, very supportive of us, and so he's been very reasonable on us to try to keep the cost down for us, so that we can make sure that we're paying our employees and we can make this a success. So we actually have someone that actually does do it's actually a laser engraving that he
Nice.
does, and you can't beat that.
Now, Matt, what would you say to other people with a disability that want to get into something like their own business or something like this? What would you say to them?
I'd say if you want to work for People Inc., just to fill out an application, do an application, I guess.
But you would highly recommend
I-
them getting into doing some of their own stuff that they would want to do with their life, correct?
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Now, I imagine starting your own business costs money. What would you say to people who have an idea but don't necessarily have the funds for business?
Well, we started actually very small. Before we even started this, we did little things like we made little bird houses, raised a little money there. We started off with small stuff and kind of worked our way up. And this is actually developed over a 2.5-year period. So it didn't happen like in
Overnight,
1 month.
yeah.
We progressively, slowly went there to make sure we would do it right. So it didn't just
pop
one day, and 30 days later we're ready to go. It took a lot. It took also, there was a golf tournament that we did over 150 pens for. That was at East Aurora
Wow.
Country Club last year. And I can't tell you how thankful and grateful we are that they did that order. That was what really, at that point, that got us on the map, so to speak. And from then on, we were full steam ahead going. And it's all green lights now. Now we're doing it. So.
Wow.
Now, do you have stuff in stock or do you take orders?
Oh, we have some stuff in stock. I actually didn't want to lay out everything we have. I brought a lot, but we need a much bigger table. But the wine stoppers went really well over the last few months in the holidays, so we need to make more of those. Pens we're stocking up on. The next thing we're going to do is stock up on wine stoppers. We try to keep at least some kind of a stock all the point in time, because we never know, we may end up getting a call if there is a certain craft show we want to go to. So we have to be ready, kind of ready with our suitcase ready to
Yeah,
go. So.
very good, very good.
Cool.
But we can order, someone was to order, we want a certain color or a certain wood, we can. Couple different types of woods you'll see later on, and when we do the wood lay, you'll see some woods there that you even see here on the table that are, you'll see some that have all different kind of colors, and they're like laminate woods that we get. And then the other woods are actually exotic woods. Exotic woods, they're woods from around the whole world.
Okay.
There are woods that we have there that are from Mexico, from Central America, South America, Africa, Indonesia.
Everywhere.
They're from
Okay.
all over.
Okay, we have to take a short break right now. We'll be back.
We'll be right back to Self Advocacy in Action right after this.